Matthew 5:39, Jesus is talking about the concept of turning the other cheek, and it's this idea of ending insult. You can read a couple other examples there too, like if someone takes your jacket, give them your cloak as well, or if a Roman soldier forces you to walk 1 mile carrying their stuff, walk 2 miles. And the idea behind this was to break the cycle of insult, because this was seen as an insult back then. And naturally, people would want to insult right back when someone insulted them. But Jesus is like, no, 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 don't take revenge for it. Break the cycle. Otherwise, it's just going to be insult after insult after insult after insult. And so Jesus is saying, turn the other cheek, accept the insult, and even accept more insult on top of that by getting slapped on the other side of the cheek. Now, that is a lot easier to read than to do. I'm in full time ministry, and I've had the opportunity to turn the other cheek twice in the past 5 days, um, and it's been tough. It's not something, that's easy to do, not something that's easy to live through. I let me start the story here. There was 2 different organizations or people or individuals, I'm not gonna specify, who brought visions forward. None of them were like my bosses or anything. It was people outside the church leadership team who had to do with church. They brought these visions forward to have these events happen, and I moved forward with implementing these visions. Okay. On the first instance, I even spent my own money. I put in time. I took like a whole Saturday afternoon. I planned, organized, talked to all the parties that needed to know for this event to happen. And then the second event, it wasn't just me that was part of organizing the vision. There was other people involved. And the slap came when both sides of it, the first one, they backed out. The person that had cast the vision backed out of joining us for the event. And then the second one is the same thing. They backed out as well after casting the vision and wanting us to do that. And the slap was that we put so much work into getting these events ready and getting ready to do them and prep and all this just for them to back out, even though they were the ones that cast the vision. And even sitting here, I'm still peeved about it. I'm still listening to Jesus's words, and they're hard to live by. Turning the other cheek is hard. I don't want to turn the other cheek in either one of these situations. I want to go to the people who brought these 2 visions to me and be like, "Do you realize how much work we put into getting this ready, and then all of a sudden you back out?" And that would be the nice way of putting it. My flesh does not want to put it in a nice way. And I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you know what it means when someone insults you and trying to turn the other cheek. It's hard to do. It's hard to do. And so I've been praying because my flesh wants me to just choose some people out, but that's not what I'm called to do as a Christian. And that's not what I'm called to do as a pastor. Pastors have like a higher bar set for them where there's more expected of them than someone who's just a Christian and not in ministry or full-time ministry. Um, and I have to remember that I am an ambassador for the Lord. I'm representing God to this world, and even people that are involved in our ministry, in our church, or outside organizations that are coming in that we're trying to help, which was the second instance. But it's hard to turn the other cheek. I had the opportunity with the first instance to turn the other cheek just a couple days after the event happened. It was a youth event, and we had youth. See, that was the nice thing about it. We had youth still attend the event, so all this planning went into it, and people still were able to enjoy the event, which is good. That helped me swallow that pill a little bit easier, I guess. But it still was insulting that the one who cast the vision backed out, and it wasn't like even a good reason for why they backed out. It wasn't like they got sick or their other people needed them. They cast the vision, and then for weeks we had it planned, and 2 days before the event, they're like, actually, my friends and I decided 2 days before the event that we're gonna go hang out on Saturday. And so it wasn't even for a good reason. And so I had the opportunity to turn the other cheek just a couple days after that when I saw them the next time. And I knew instantly, like from the get go, that the next time I saw them, they would want to share about the time they had with their friends. And my flesh did not wanted to be like, I don't care. I don't care to hear about this. I don't care to talk about this. I don't care. But I think, just talking it through with some people and praying about it, I think the Lord helped me out there because when that time came, I was able to be gracious. Um, I was able to listen intently and, uh, you know, keep the conversation going without being biting, trying to take revenge or little slights. You know what I mean? Where 2 days prior, I would not have been able to have that conversation without doing that. And so that helped there. The second situation, I'm still involved with the organization that backed out after they cast the vision, and we put in all the work, and other people put in all the work to set it up. And the meeting is still happening at the same time, same date. It's just at a different place now. And turning the other cheek would mean not turning the other cheek would mean going to the event and supporting, and being there. And again, my flesh is like, I don't want to do this. Let's just forget it. Just let me have my evening. Um, there's annoyance, there's frustration there, but it's another practice of turning the other cheek. And I hope by the time I get there, the Lord will work on me some more, just like He did this past time, to help my spirit be in the right setting and the right mind so that I can show love because I'm called to. I'm an ambassador for the Lord. But right now, tomorrow is this event. Right now, I don't want to go. I don't want to be part of it. That's what makes it so hard. Turning the other cheek is a lot easier to read about it than to do it. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You can think of a situation where someone did something similar to you, insulted you, or maybe disregarded work that you put in, or something or another. They insulted you, and you know what I'm feeling right now, where you didn't want to turn the other cheek. You wanted to take revenge. You wanted to insult them right back. And it's hard not to. And I'm saying this as a minister. I've been in ministry, like a full-time ministry, for a decade, a little over a decade now, and even just ministry in general for longer than that. I'm saying that, and I'm saying that's hard for me. And so it's hard for a lot of people. I think that's something that the Lord has to work on us with. If you struggle with that, work on me with, having more mercy, more grace, just like He has, to reflect more of God in my life and the situations around me. And so God is using this to help me grow. Um, it's just one of those growing things that I don't necessarily enjoy. But tomorrow I'll go to this event, put on a smile, and support, and do my best to represent the Lord well, because that's what I'm called to do, whether I feel like doing it or not. And that's that. That's turning the other cheek. That's putting to practice what Jesus said we should do. So thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.